All right, thanks, guys. We are 18-4-1 in our last 23 daily double picks. We're also 15-4-2 in our last 21 college football picks. You can find all that information on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, we have ourselves a very small slate of NHL action, so let's go ahead and get into it. Beginning with the Lightning taking on Carolina, and that's going to be a 5 o'clock Eastern puck drop in Carolina. Now, the Tampa Bay Lightning are minus 120, total 6.5. Saw a nickel move toward Tampa Bay, moving upward on the total. The Lightning opened $1.15 up to minus 120. Total opened 6 up to 6.5. 65% of the consensus is leaning toward Tampa Bay. 53% shaded toward the under. Right now, Carolina's minus 105 on the money line. Tampa Bay plus 220, laying the goal and a half. Tampa Bay 8-0-2 in their last 10 head-to-head matchups with Carolina. They're also 10-3 in their last 13 in Carolina. I'm going to lean toward the Lightning in this one. Give me Tampa Bay minus $1.20 and the under 6.5 in that game. Next matchup, Stars, Red Wings, 7 o'clock Detroit. The Stars are minus 140 on the road, total 5.5. Pretty good movement in this one on the sides and the total. Dallas, we saw a 15-cent fade of them in the early wagering. They opened $1.55 down to 140. Total open 5 up to 5.5. 63% of the consensus is leaning toward Dallas. 69% shaded toward the over. Right now, Detroit is plus 125 on the money line. Dallas plus $1.90, laying the goal and a half. Now, Dallas is just 3-6 in their last 9 games played in October. They've also dropped 11 out of their last 13 games played on a Sunday. Now, the Red Wings on the other side, 6-3 to the over in their last 9 head-to-head matchups with Dallas. I'm going to lead Red Wings plus 1.5 in the over 5.5 goals in that game. All right, next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be Jets, Islanders, 7 o'clock, New York, Long Island. The Islanders are minus 135, total at 6. No movement on the total as of yet. We did see a 10-cent move toward the Islanders in the early betting. The Islanders open $1.25 up to 135, totals at 6. 64% are leaning Islanders, 80% shaded toward the over. Right now, Winnipeg's plus 120 on the money line. New York plus 205, laying the goal and a half. The Islanders are 6-4 in their last 10, taking on Winnipeg. Meanwhile, when it comes to the total, Winnipeg's 7-2 to the over in their last 9, taking on New York. I'm going to lean Islanders minus 135 and the over 6 goals in that game. All right, let's slide into our quick pick recap brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. We have the Islanders minus 135 over 6 goals. Detroit plus 1.5 over 5.5. And Tampa Bay minus 120 and the under 6.5 in that game. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where we are 18-4-1 in our last 23 daily double picks. We're also 15-4-2 in our last 21 college football plays. There's also plenty of free content there as well. Link for that site is in the description section below. There's plenty of different memberships and tiers and packages you can subscribe to, and they begin at just $1.99 per month. Once again, link is in the description section below. But most importantly, guys, I got to thank you for tuning in right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Sunday to you. Best of luck to you. And don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage.